Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here on the show, I'll talk about some NFL. Let's get right into it. So, per Adam Schefter, news broke at about 3:30. The hashtag Bears are finalizing a deal to hire Ben Johnson as their new head coach. I'm kind of shocked, man. I really thought he was going to be Las Vegas, the next Raiders head coach. Thought Tom Brady was going to, have that Brady effect, get Ben Johnson over there, but didn't. And so we'll see what the Raiders do going forward. But as for the Bears, we'll see how his hire does. He's a really good offensive coordinator. We'll see how he does as a head coach. I'm not convinced he's going to do good or bad yet, because he's never been not been the head coach. But we'll see if he can elevate Caleb Williams. I bet Lions fans are probably pissed he went to a division rival. Probably because of money. But we'll see how he does there. I don't know. Because I think the Bears will be a solid team. In the last 3 seasons with Ben Johnson as the Lions coordinator, Detroit ranked top 5 in scoring all 3 years, finishing 5th in 2022 and 2023, and 1st in 2024 at 33.2 points per game. They led the NFL in scoring this season for the first time since 1994. The Bears are currently 5th projected cap space, and they have 8 draft picks, including the 10th overall pick and 2 second-round picks, so we'll see how he does with that offense in Chicago. I mean, they got talent. I don't think they're as talented as Detroit's offense, but we'll have to see. I mean, can't say if he's a good or a bad coach. I mean, it's a different situation with the Bears. We'll see. Also, he has been busy assembling a star-studded coaching staff with the Bears. The leading candidate to become the defensive coordinator in Chicago is former Saints head coach Dennis Allen, per league sources. Assembling the Avengers. I mean, he can be a great coordinator. Tommy! He can be a great coordinator, so I think somebody a good hire. They are also heavily pursuing former Saints interim head coach Darren Rizzi, aka the Rizzler, as their special teams coach per sources. He has interest from over a half dozen teams, but if Rizzler doesn't land a head coaching job, Chicago's a potential landing spot. And Ben Johnson's basically trying to build a super staff over there. Makes sense. So, per Jeremy Fowler, former hashtag Jets head coach Robert Saleh has a second interview with the hashtag Jaguars scheduled for Friday per sources. Saleh acquitted himself well in the first interview and gets a longer look from the Jaguars. I think this man is not a head coach, in my opinion. He would be a great defensive coordinator for any team, though. In my opinion, I don't think he'd be a good head coach. But also in their head coaching search, they are bringing in Raiders defensive coordinator Patrick Graham. We already talked about Robert Saleh. And they'll bring in Buccaneers offensive coordinator Liam Cohen this week for in-person second interviews. Objectively, it'd be terrible for the Jags to bring a defensive head coach. You need a guy like Liam Cohen who's been getting the most out of quarterbacks. He's got the most out of Baker Mayfield. You need an offensive guy at this point. I think Liam Cohen would be the perfect hire, to get the most he can out of Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence hasn't really lived up to that number 1 pick hype. And I think Liam Cohen, can get the most he can get some more out of Trevor Lawrence that we haven't seen yet. Keep running down through here. My Dallas Cowboys have completed an in-person interview with Leslie Frazier for their head coaching position. Who is this guy, man? Leslie Frazier? Like, is he good? Okay, what is happening? This may not be the guy we hired. The Colts, they're hiring former Bengals defensive coordinator Lou Anarumo as their next defensive coordinator, per source. Good luck with that. This is gonna be terrible. This is an F. Their defense was terrible. Like, if you're a Colts fan, you probably already lost hope in this offseason. Like, the Bengals defense was bad, and they brought in their freaking defensive coordinator. Their defense couldn't stop a freaking nosebleed. So, their defense isn't really gonna look any better, is it? Maybe, I don't know if it'll be better. I mean, it couldn't get much worse. So, there's that. I already talked about Ben Johnson. So, the conference championship games are Sunday, both on Sunday. Commanders Eagles at 3 p.m. and Bills Chiefs at 6:30 p.m. The referees, Simon Sean Puchuli and Clete Blakeman. So, 32.7 million viewers for the Texans and Chiefs game. ESPN's most watched NFL game ever. 32 freaking million viewers, man. Probably a bunch of hate and watch. I think it's most watched game ever. 32.7 million viewers. So the Jets are currently scheduled to interview former Lions executive and current Commanders assistant GM Lance Nomark on Tuesday for their general manager job, per sources. This will be Nomark's second GM interview with the Jets. Nomark, he spent 26 seasons in Detroit before joining Washington last year and is said to have a strong relationship with both Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn. Well, it doesn't matter about Ben Johnson now. He's already going to the Bears. So, Party Brooke Pryor, she said, doing a bit of research on the Steelers staff, and it looks like longtime defensive line coach Carl Dunbar is said to be a free agent when his current deal, which runs through the 2024 season, is up. Dunbar not only coaches D linemen like Cam Howard, but also works with T.J. Watt. And he's probably going to be the scapegoat. Instead of firing Terrell Austin, whatever the hell his name is, they're going to let Carl Dunbar go. So, some candidates that are expected to receive consideration to replace Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson and defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn include Lions assistant head coach / running backs coach Scotty Montgomery, Lions passing game coordinator Tanner Ekstrand, and Lions linebackers coach Kelvin Shepard. I mean, we'll see. I mean, they could be good hires. I mean, Ben Johnson was unproven until he was on Detroit. So, we'll see. I don't think they're going to keep the promotion within the coaching staff. Who was behind those two? Who the running backs coach, whatever, pass game, whatever. They'll probably be next offensive coordinator. I don't know who you get defensive coordinator. Maybe the linebackers coach. I don't know. So, Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford, he's going to now take some time to decide his future in this game. And, I mean, he also said in an interview next time I'm out there, so it kind of sounds like he already has decided his future. I think he'll return, because he's still good. I mean, I don't think he should retire. Tommy! So, per report, there's mutual interest between my Dallas Cowboys and the Commanders running backs coach Anthony Lynn for the team's head coach vacancy, per Ed Werder. Remember, he used to coach the Chargers. I work hooked, dude. Anthony Lynn, like, I mean, he's not the worst candidate, but, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. And this guy's freaking terrible at clock management. Might as well just hire a fucking clock specialist. Game clock management specialist. I don't want Anthony Lynn. This dude sucks. Sucked at the end of his fucking tenure with the Chargers. I don't want this guy. Screw this. Motherfucker Jerry Jones doesn't know what he's doing. Keep going down through here. So, Eagles offensive coordinator apparently, Kellen Moore's current frontrunner to become the next #Cowboys head coach, per John Machata. He was the first interview, and Jones thinks highly of the former Cowboys quarterback coach, and offensive coordinator. I mean, it was clear on social media that fans would have preferred at the time being Jones before he got hired, and Sanders, Dion, over Moore. Jones did acknowledge before the season finale that he takes some fan opinion into account, yes, sure, when making an evaluation of the team's head coaching position. Yes, the new yes man. He's gonna be fucking yes man now. Fuck off. I mean, Kellen Moore's solid, but it's not what the fuck I want. So with Ben Johnson obviously leaving, per head coach Dan Campbell, QB Jared Goff will reportedly have significant input on who the next offensive coordinator will be. Oh yes, so he can choke again with someone else after having a great regular season. So, rumors, Steelers young wide receiver George Pickens could be a trade candidate this offseason if the team acquires a new wide receiver one. Then you're in the same boat of having one wide receiver one. And I'm not sure Mark Kaboly is a fucking source. So, yeah, take this with a grain of salt. I don't think this dude's a fucking source at all. So, Jalen Hurts dealing with a leg injury. He told reporters he's confident he'll play in the NFC Championship game against the Commanders. I was able to finish the game. We'll see how the week goes. Yeah, he's going to play. So, we're going to get Jaden Daniels, Jalen Hurts. Banger. So, with Ben Johnson leading with the Bears, the Lions will almost certainly lose both coordinators per Ian Rappaport. He says Aaron Glenn is visiting the Jets tomorrow and the Saints the next day, so it's considered likely he'll land in one of those places in New York or New Orleans, most likely. And he's expected one of the top head coaching candidates, except for an in-person second interview with the Jets, per Rappaport and Garofalo. He will have options and electing to do his first visit to the team that drafted him, where he was an All-Pro. It's kind of significant, and he's expected to visit the Saints, considered to be key candidate there as well. He's going to interview the Jets tomorrow and the Saints after that. I feel like he's going to go with the Jets, because the team that drafted him, where he was an All-Pro, so yeah, he's going to be a Jet, in my opinion. The Patriots are retaining special teams coordinator Jeremy Springer, sources say. As Mike Vrabel hangs on to a top assistant from the previous regime, he had the number 2 unit per PFF. Well, this is a Mike Vrabel approved. The Bengals have named Scott Peters as the offensive line coach, and Michael McCarthy is assistant offensive line coach. I thought it said fucking Mike McCarthy. Michael McCarthy. So the Saints have conducting a second interview with Johnson offensive coordinator Mike Kafka on Tuesday for their head coaching job, and they began their second interview process with Mike Kafka. Yes, great. We already talked about this. Tom Pelissero. The Titans are hiring John Bones Fassel as their special teams coordinator per sources. A big hire from Brian Callahan. His special teams units were good. It's just it's time for him to go, to be honest. Just like most of the coaching staff, so special teams was whatever for us. He had good units and just we weren't really care that he's leaving. The Saints are bringing Dolphins coordinator Anthony Weaver for a second interview for their head coaching job on Wednesday, so they're going to interview Aaron Glenn Tuesday and Anthony Weaver and Mike Kafka in the next few days. But yeah, it's all the NFL I want to talk about in this video, so till next time, I'm out a lot. Peace.